pitcher for the Guardians. Chen and Zhang. And that is ever so speedy Chen Zhengwei. Also plays a very, very good right field. Again, a way to work himself on base. Again with a shot up the middle.
Whoa.
And, you know, he's thinking about two here. No, I'm just kidding. You can see the speed, though, as our national team catcher. Is that correct?
Without any doubt. Also, all the infielders are very much allergic home run in his career. Right now, he is hitting when he was in elementary school.
Seems like big. Give anyone any ideas?
Yeah, sure. To the first again. Body out. One on the first.
And there he goes. A little bit of hit and run. Slow roller, and he only has one option, and that.
And number one for his speed, and number two that he really took off early. So with one out, and the runner is at the scoring position, we have
pretty easy.
Yeah, but there was a very aggressive play
at every spot in the.
And he was saying that his defensive skill may be good, but his bat score because of the batting is less than ideal. So he was always in the second team. He didn't get much time to play into the number two choice. Wow, this. Yeah. And now we have Lin Hongyu stepping into the plate. And back to the Zhang story that so when he went to the and then when he was in the freshman year in the high, and the sophomore year, it went up to about 80 miles per hour only. It's not until final year in the high school he started to show the speed on his fastball. Interesting side of Jiang Guohao is that let's take a look.
I was also ready to go. Oh, high pop up, and it looks like the second baseman Wang is going to make the.
Who is with us right now?
I called 2 home runs.
Wang?
I believe Zhang Hua would be.
Just to introduce to you, and for the Yulin part, I think. So at the end of the year, I usually go to visit those schools to see Yulin and visit so many schools. The high school programs, they combine it together, so it's a 6-year high school day about the balance of study and playing baseball. They put those money into the study part, the academic part. So for the student, so after the practice, maybe in the night around 7 for kids.
Yeah, I guess that's another thing. I mean, from a cultural point of view with Thailand, right, yeah. Where pretty much every student will go to school from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock elementary school. So, I mean.
Let's take a look. Wow, that's a circle change.
In this early part of the season. And it was that the left fielder.
Oh, this one is also a changeup. 92.
I wonder if he.
Oh, Jiang Guohao is really.
Off goes Chen Junshou. And down goes over there on first base. So I'm not sure, even if Fang handles that ball cleanly, does he throw him out?
No. The Guardians, because at that time last year, 92, 93 miles per hour.
As this little chopper to the pitcher and over to first. Catch up with you soon.
Left-Hand Baseball is brought to you by 11 Sports. As the first batter of the inning.
And he strokes this one high to center field. And
now back to the leadoff hitter, Chen Zhengwei. He's the first round of the lineup.
Well, speaking of corn, Richard, do you like corn on your pizza?
And no pineapple either.
No, it's quite common over here, though.
No.
as he jams him. And the second baseman.
The compliment from Chen-Min Wang, one of the most famous pitcher in Taiwan history. And he praised about his control, and he likes the speed that he showed. And after he was just signed, after the draft, Chen-Min Wang only said that he only needs...
This kid's 22 years old.
Yeah. He's been selected to the national team, I think, twice, or the USA team to come to play. The US college national team. Well, in that, and that is a very good. Whoa, this one, a very high fly ball to the right, but I don't think it's going anywhere. And the Guardians are gonna like us. Lin Li is taking the plate again. Yep. 2017. In that year, the USA team actually fans here who know enough. Wow, this
one's lined into left field for a base hit for Lin.
Was drafted the next year in 2018. They were all drafted in the first round. Just like Seth Beer of the Houston Astros, he was drafted in the first round. Also, Kendon Grenier of the Baltimore organization, and Nick Madrigal of the White Sox. Also, Casey Mize, he was also drafted in the first round. And we also have a Travis Swaggerty.
So that sounds like 4 first-round draft picks? Wow.
Actually, and there are George Springer. Imagine a lot of smart Taiwanese baseball fans.
Those are household names. They're the studs of the MLB. So, wow. As we go, and we're going to check on. I guess
be faring better than Bonilla.
I would say
this year he kind of changed the way he practiced, because him, to be a better.
And runner takes off, and it's lined by the second baseman Wang and into the gap, and Lin Li will score easily as Lin Hong Yu steps up to second base without a slide.
Had a chance, has his glove had a little bit of the ball or not? He had a chance just to catch the ball and then start a double play, but let's take a look of this one here. Wow, he didn't have a chance to get a piece of the ball. But that ball wasn't hit that high.
It wasn't hit that high, but I think it was moving so quickly that he got hit 100. These guys are really tough outs as he chops one down to the first baseman, Lin Yichen. They'll take one down there as Lin Hongyu moves over to. Well, this ball was chopped so slow. There's no other play for Lin Yichen. You take one, and then we'll work towards getting 2 and 3. But there's no way he's going to make a play to third base on this.
Sure. And now we have.
And a towering fly ball.
Third base.
And Guo is a veteran of the CPBL, having come in.
In the baseball in Taiwan, there are 4 players. So he was called Da Guo, the big Guo. And then there's another one who played many years in Japan with the Seibu Lions, and he was called the Little Guo. And
mini Guo. Okay.
So there are. Wow.
He hangs in. As he hits a high fly ball, tailing, and no play.
The 2-2 delivered. So the first strikeout throw by江國豪.
He seems to be having real trouble with that circle change. He can't really see it. Pulls it down the right field line. Foul. I just love how he's
raised from the manager.
Well, I think he doesn't. Here he is, just making this.
In the past few days, we have a pitching duel today. As of now. He's been so hot during the past few days. Wow, this one
knocks one down the first base line, and
pitcher.
I totally agree with you that this is a difficult ball to field at first base, but I would also think that Lin Yichen can make this play. he does make this play most times. I would go out on a limb and say he does make this play most times.
But I think maybe at this play he kind of started a little bit late as he's moving towards the foul line to try to catch the ball. So it was just the difference of the space. Crossing the plate, Zhu Yuxian has collected his 10th. And now the batter is Liu Shihao, the starting catcher.
He hasn't really hit the ball hard at all. Error.
Yes.
So just struggling a little bit. His number is 60.
Yeah.
And his name together at a different time, but
and not just the number of 60. You know, Liu Shihao actually sounds like not.
As he gets under this one and hits it deep to left center, but Chen.
International baseball stadiums were starting. Ooh.
Lin Zhenfei lines one.
To end the inning, I thought that was his best shot, and I thought it's going to hit the wall, but Chen Jin robbed him 3 times tonight.
Yeah, I mean that catch. We haven't talked about it enough. We should be still talking about it. He getting 1,000 on me. No way.
And it's 1 for 2.
Ooh, and
whoa, the bunt, and nobody's there to catch the throw.
However that goes, because this is a botched bunt. He tried to drag bunt, and he got under it.
Yes.
So we're looking at a double play, or we're looking at runners at first and second with no out.
Wow. But that, you know, it was an all-safe situation. I think it is probably better for the catcher, you know, to go to the mound to kind of calm him down a little bit. I mean, after all,
save the pitcher from the ball going to center field, and we're going to go with another beautiful bunt down the left field line, and the second baseman can't make the catch. In comes Lin Zhenfei, and the runner is held at third. Nightmare strikes again for the defense.
Because he was moving to the third, and then when he picked up the ball, he wants to throw it to the first. The momentum wasn't there for him to throw it, you know, in the full strength.
Well, his body's going backwards. You see where his feet were basically planted under his shoulders.
Yes.
He's, like you said, he's leaning back. His weight's all going the wrong way. And, you know, for a young kid, he's just trying really hard to make an out. He's just trying to get an out. And that's such a difficult throw to make.
And the thing is that the bunt to that direction, I mean, the pitcher is the only person who can deal with it. You can't have the...
As this one goes in the dirt.
Let's take a look of that.
It's under the legs.
Yeah, the ball went under. Yeah, he also hit, I think it hit the ankle of the plate umpire. Look at that. Right there in the world of baseball. And the count is 1-1.
And this ball is lined out to center field. And we will get an easy run score.
The plate.
Jammed him a little bit, so he wasn't quite able to hit that one on the screws, but nonetheless, being a good hitter, he managed to get that ball in the air to center field. I mean, anything in the outfield and you're going to score that way, right?
Yeah. There's no doubt about it.
And broken bat, look out! You holding his hands as he walks into the dugout. That one's got a sting for sure.
Yeah. Chen Jinshou is still, you know, right now he's, you know, trailing. The young pitcher as he is, I mean, these experiences are very important for them to grow and to be mature.
And sometimes they don't.
Ready to deal.
Chen Jinshou chops one down to first base. Lin Yichen's.
And now the first batter of this inning. His pitch is of
Chen Jinshou out in the last inning, and that would have been the end of him as he lines that one.
End of this inning.
Yeah.
The news last night as we were going home against the cameras, so they were taken out by the cops. He's whoa, this one
lined up the middle, past the dot.
Zhu Yuxian is 1 for 2 tonight with 1 strikeout in the second inning. So from the second inning, that when we saw that Jiang Guofeng was able to strike the both of them, and then to the fourth inning, that Guo Yinwen struck out again, but Zhu Yuxian was able to
still able to get the barrel of the bat on it and line it up the middle. He deals
1-1. Oh, look at the movement of that ball.
To the Century Club he goes as Zhu knocks one into right field. Off to third base goes Guo Yinwen.
When they saw Jiang Guofeng, they weren't able to do anything against him. Now, both of them have hits in this inning.
Anytime you're going up against a pitcher for the third time, or you're going through the lineup for a third time, it favors the batters.
That's
sure,
definitely true,
right?
yeah.
Especially when it's a young 22.
Then take the loss. Wow. The loss.
I like that one. As he chops one back, look the runner back at third, and we're not.
I think the manager, by walking onto the mound, is about to call the 9 for Jiang Guofeng.
Manager doesn't go to the mound to make the change. We can talk about that when we come back.
Sure. Of course,